Mr. Martin, we're going to play the tape, and you tell me if this is the conversation you're talking about. Put the number 1 on.
Hey, Clark.
Hey, Mike. How you doing?
Okay, I've been in trial all day. I just walked in the office. I know you've been calling multiple times, and
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of stressed out about this.
Well, don't get stressed out about anything. So, you are concerned because the lawsuit's not on file?
No, it was dismissed. It was dismissed.
No. It was. Let me tell you what happened. Okay.
Okay.
I filed it in Georgia, and the judge called me from Georgia, and he said, "Hey, you can't do this. It's actually a felony for you to be doing this. See, because I'm not licensed to practice law."
Okay.
So I said, "Well, shit." So I said, "Well, shit. You know, that's not good." He goes, "Look, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to we're going to talk. I'm going to put on an order that by agreement we're agreeing to dismiss." And I had to file a motion first, and it's been granted.
Right.
The motion to let me practice on this one case in Georgia. At least I think it's been granted, or it should be. It's been on file long enough to where I should be able to, file the lawsuit now. That's why I've been sensitive to the statute of limitations issue, because I don't want to let the statute run, and we're fine on that issue. But it didn't get dismissed for any bad thing. Nothing bad happened. It was just it was a courtesy to the judge. He goes, "Fix this problem and refile it."
Yeah, they sent me an order dismissal, but why come nobody even bothered to tell me that?
Well, yeah, I thought we had talked about it, but I guess I forgot to tell you about it. I don't know. The statute hasn't run, and you're in good shape. And actually, it's really on my list to get filed ASAP this week or next.
Well, I know when I talked to Arlene about 2 months ago, she said, "I got your case here on my desk to be filed." I said, "Well, I thought it was already filed," and she didn't say that to me about it.
Well, Arlene is brand new.
I know.
I apologize if I didn't tell you, but the deal, just to make sure you understand, the deal is I filed it, but because I was not licensed in Georgia, and that is apparently a felony, he said refile it after you have permission, and we have filed the forms to have permission to file it, and I think those are granted or ready to go or whatever, and I tell you what, let me check on that, let me make a phone call or find out what the deal is tomorrow, and I will call you back. But I plan on filing this, and if I can't get it filed within the next week, then I'll call somebody from Georgia and have them file it on our behalf.
What about the 2? But what about the 2 years?
We're still within the 2 years.
I thought you remember we originally talked you want to file it by April because the first mention of not silicosis, but in April.
I've looked at that very carefully. I've been poring over that, and.
Okay.
And I don't have it in front of me, and it's not off the top of my head, but I will call you back in the morning. I'm not going to get into the office until probably between 9 and 10, but I will call you first thing.
Okay.
Or I'll look at it tonight if I get a chance and look at it. But I've been looking at this. I've been poring over it. It is not April. It is well into next year. He never mentions silica. He never says anything like that. He doesn't get diagnosed with silicosis until the anniversary is coming up in the winter sometime.
February. In the letter in February of 2002, he actually mentioned in that letter he actually mentions that that the traces. But the other thing you were concerned about, the pathology report from April 2001 found traces of what resemble and probably silica in my lungs.
Yeah, but it's not diagnostic.
Okay.
And it doesn't say silicosis. I think it's from our standpoint, because of that rejection, we need to take the position. And would have always taken the position that it's February 2004. Well, I've been very sensitive to this, and I said,
as long as you tell me what you're telling me, Seth, puts me at ease. I'm thinking I'm already past my statute of limitation. My case is dismissed, and nobody cares.
You're not. And I've been looking at that very carefully. I've been following it very carefully, and which is why we've been having these medical discussions. I'm going to look at it again and call you tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure your recollection is correct. Your actual diagnosis of silicosis is February 2002. That's the diagnosis.
Nope.
Is that the conversation?
Sounds like part of a conversation, yes.
And that's you talking to Mr. Kirkland?
It is.
And the thing that you just testified to, it was a procedural problem. Is that what you're talking about when you said felony, that the judge had said you committed a felony?
That's what he told me on the phone. First time I had ever had that experience of a judge calling me on a pro hoc vice issue, which are usually non-issues.
You never filed the pro hoc vice motion.
I did. Filed it contemporaneous with the lawsuit.
When did you do that?
It's if you look at the pleading page in the transmittal, the lawsuit and the motion are filed contemporaneous. And as I sit here and think about it, I don't know if the judge appreciated that fact. He may not have picked up on that.